What if I told you something uncomfortable? Most people work their entire lives and still die broke. This isn't motivation. This is math. This is reality. An average person starts working in their early 20s. The first paycheck feels like oxygen. Freedom. Validation. I made it. Slowly the salary increases. But something darker rises alongside it. Expenses. Lifestyle upgrades. New clothes. Bitter. Phone. Dining out. Netflix. Delivery apps. Small, harmless purchases. Except they aren't harmless. They form the financial trap. Over a lifetime, the average person earns $1.7 to $2 million. Sounds rich, right? The number is huge. But it never feels huge, because it never arrives at once. It drips, month by month, year by year. Salary in, bills out, and almost nothing stays. By the end of life, most people keep less than 10%, meaning 90% was swallowed by the system. Where does the money go? Housing. The biggest predator, 30 to 40% of income. Just to exist indoors. Rent drains the young, mortgages drain the old. 30 years paying for walls. Some never finish the payments. Imagine working forever just for shelter. Not wealth, not freedom, just a roof. Then comes the car obsession. Society whispers, you are what you drive. People upgrade every 5 to 7 years. Payment plans, interest, insurance, repairs, fuel. Over a lifetime, cars consume over $300,000. And here's the brutal twist. A car is not an asset. It bleeds value from day one. You drive, it depreciates. You park, it depreciates. You sleep, it depreciates. You work hard for money. The car works hard to destroy it. Then come the silent killers. The daily micro expenses. Coffee on the way to work, lunch on the go delivery fees, streaming subscriptions, random shopping, boredom purchases, emotional purchases, $10 here, $20 there, tiny snowflakes, which become avalanches. $10 a day becomes $3,000 a year. 30 years becomes $100,000. That is a not pocket change. That's wealth lost in slow motion. Then comes the most dangerous invention. Credit cards, the modern financial handcuff, sold as convenience, marketed as freedom, but mostly delivering debt. The average person carries credit card debt for years, sometimes decades. You don't just pay the price, you pay interest. Interest is the tax on impatience. The wealthy earn it. The average person pays it. Result, you work for the bank, not for your future. Here's another financial punch to the stomach. Most people never actually invest. Over 70% rely only on salary and maybe basic savings. No stocks, no real estate, no businesses, no long-term assets. Just work and hope. They think saving is enough, but saving is not wealth building. Saving protects yesterday's money, but it cannot create tomorrow's wealth. Enter the silent villain. Inflation. Prices rise quietly. The dollar shrinks loudly. What $1,000 buys today might require $1,500 or $2,000 in 10 years. So even savers lose. Slowly, silently, without noticing. Now, fast forward to retirement. This is where the system reveals its final trick. Most people believe retirement will be peaceful. Work 40 years. Relax at the end. That's the promise. But the reality, brutal. The average person enters old age with less than 6 months of savings. 6 months after 40 years of labor. Medical bills rise. Health drops. Energy disappears. Job options vanish. And suddenly, money becomes scarier than ever. After decades of contribution, people are forced to depend on others. Children, family, government assistance, charity, or pure luck. Retirement was supposed to be freedom. It becomes survival. How did we get here? It started in childhood. The programming was installed early. Study hard. Get good grades. Find a job. Work for 40 years. Everything will be fine. It sounds reasonable. It works for the system, but not for you. Because hope is not a financial strategy. The average formula creates average results, and average results are financially tragic, without financial awareness. Without discipline, without investing. The outcome is predictable. The cycle repeats every generation. Now let's address the truth about money. Money is not evil. Wanting a better life is not greed. The real danger is ignorance. When you don't understand money, money becomes your master. It decides where you live, what you eat, how you feel, what options you have, and how free you are. Financial stress destroys more than bank accounts. It destroys marriages, dreams, health, peace, and identity. But here comes the plot twist. You don't have to be average. The moment you learn about money, everything shifts. When you track expenses, when you control lifestyle creep, when you invest wisely, wealth begins to grow. Not overnight, but daily, through small decisions. The shocking statistics aren't to scare you. They are to wake you up. Because awareness is the first step to freedom. The real question isn't how much do you make, it's how much do you keep hand. How hard does it work for you? The average person works for money. The smart person makes money work for them.